At the entrance to Black Hollow Railway, Ethan smirks into the camera, challenging the legends. Nina nervously eyes the dark woods, while Elena's excitement is a stark contrast. All right, folks. Black Hollow, home to more urban legends than actual residents. Let's see if we can find anything more than just overgrown weeds and rusty rails, Ethan declares. The crew excitedly boards the newly restored engine. Laughter echoes through the train car as they arrange their gear. Elena's voice cuts through the joyful noise. According to old journals, the cult believe that the train is a vessel for souls crossing into other realms. Under the stark glare of bare bulbs, Nina clutches a rusted iron cross, its shadows dancing ominously across the restored engine. A prickling unease settles over Nina as she scans the intricate machinery, her grip tightening on the charm. In the engine's heart, Nina warns, her voice hushed. Don't speak inside, no matter what you hear. The train moves through the dense forest, its path cutting through the silent, sealed-off world. Marco raises his camera, capturing the unsettling stillness of the woods. The silence amplifies the sense of isolation as he films the passing scenery. Inside the restored engine, a sudden chill permeates the air, signaling their approach to Worm's tunnel. The lights flicker ominously, intensifying Nina's palpable anxiety as she nervously glances around. Ethan attempts to project a jovial facade, but a flicker of doubt betrays his wavering skepticism. The train speeds through the night, its headlight cutting a swath through the darkness as it approaches the ominous Worm's tunnel. Exactly at 11:57 p.m., the final carriage vanishes into the tunnel's gaping maw. Silence descends, and darkness reigns. Inside the engine room, lights flicker wildly, casting grotesque shadows that dance and writhe across every surface. Each breath hangs visible in the frigid air, forming ghostly clouds that vanish as quickly as they appear, despite the heating system struggling to maintain warmth. Outside, the world is obscured by windows fogged with condensation, while inside, the crackling static of the intercom amplifies the room's oppressive tension. The engine room hums with dormant power as a mechanical voice slices through the silence. Passengers, prepare for transfer. The crew responds with nervous laughter, their unease thinly veiled. The transfer is about to begin. Darkness descends. The engine room is plunged into absolute blackness. A faint glow appears from the conductor's cabin, a lone lantern cutting through the night. The cabin is eerily empty, the silence amplifying the mystery of the unseen. In the restored engine, Marco's unease grows as he confirms his fears. No one is at the controls. A haunting stillness fills the cabin, broken only by the narrator's words. Just an old conductor's cap resting on the seat. The cap sits alone, a silent testament to an absent driver, amplifying the mystery. In the dim light, stark words are etched into the engine's control panel. No return, no stops, no mercy. The chilling message serves as a grim warning. The cold steel of the engine reflects the ruthless decree. In the dimly lit engine room, skeletal shadows dance around Nina, the silence amplifying her solitude. Tears begin to stream down Nina's face as her expression reveals deep sorrow. She can hear chanting from beneath the floorboards. In the dimly lit engine room, Elena leans in, her silhouette a stark outline against the cold steel of the train. A flicker of understanding transforms Elena's face, her eyes widening with sudden realization. Elena whispers with dawning horror. "They're still here," she whispers. "The passengers. They're under us." The train howls as it grinds to a halt, a mechanical serpent breathing its last. The doors groan open to reveal a black hollow station consumed by grotesque decay. A broken clock mocks time's passage, spinning backward above signs written in a forgotten tongue. In the abyssal night, blood weeps from the ceiling of grotesque Black Hollow Station, a macabre serenade for the damned. Ethan, steely-eyed and resolute, emerges into the night, his composure a fragile shield against the encroaching darkness. Jess follows, her face a canvas of apprehension. each step a testament to her courage in the face of the grotesque. Nina stands resolute in the dimly lit engine room, the shadows accentuating her solitary figure. In a hushed tone, Nina whispers, "It's not real." Her words barely audible in the cavernous space. Her voice gains strength as she insists, "None of this is real. They're showing us what they want us to see." Under the cloak of night, Ethan and Jess cautiously venture onto a twisted platform, a landscape of mystery and foreboding. Scattered suitcases, grotesque and half-melted, litter the platform, silent witnesses to a destructive past. Open suitcases reveal their contents reduced to ash, a stark reminder of the intense heat that once ravaged this place. On a twisted platform under the cloak of night, an empty baby stroller stands eerily still. The seat of the stroller is bare, save for a single black feather, stark against the fabric. The silence is deafening, broken only by the whisper of unseen forces. The twisted platform at night, a rusted train schedule hangs crookedly on the wall. The bare bulb flickers, casting eerie shadows on the schedule. Below, below. The schedule repeats, each destination the same. The haunting sound of a child's whimpering pierces the silence within the restored engine. Driven by urgency, Jess rushes back into the train, her face etched with concern. Frantically, she searches each car, the child's cries guiding her desperate quest. Inside the restored engine room, Jess discovers a lone, pale boy, his head lowered in quiet solitude. The small boy sits alone, his pale face and bowed head creating a sense of isolation. The silence hangs heavy in the air as Jess approaches the boy, her expression softening with concern. In the dimness, Jess kneels beside the boy, the air heavy with the stench of oil and burnt metal. "Are you okay?" Jess asks, her voice barely a whisper in the oppressive silence. The boy looks up, revealing empty sockets that weep a trail of black ink. Dim light streams through the cracks of the restored engine, dust motes swirling in the air. The boy's eyes are wide with a mixture of fear and concern as he scans the room. He whispers urgently, "You're not supposed to talk here. Now they know you're awake." The restored engine is plunged into darkness as the lights flicker and die, leaving a momentary void. Emergency lights awaken, casting eerie, elongated shadows that dance across the walls. The walls pulse with a disturbing life, expanding and contracting to a faint, guttural hum as the narration whispers. The boy vanishes. From the darkness above, dozens of arms emerge, reaching for Jess. The arms seize her, lifting her toward the unknown. With a soft, gurgled laugh, Jess vanishes into the void. Marco sprints, desperate gasps escaping his lips, only to find himself ensnared in a maddening loop. Each door he wrenches open, each frantic turn he navigates, delivers him back to the same pristine, restored car dominating the room's center. The gleaming vehicle stands as a taunt, a symbol of his inescapable prison. The windows of the restored engine no longer reflect the tunnel. Instead, horrifying visions begin to emerge. Mutilated passengers appear, their jaws missing, their forms grotesque and unsettling. Mothers clutch charred infants, their faces etched with eternal sorrow as priests scream amidst raging flames. Elena convulses violently, her body contorting against the unforgiving engine. A chorus of voices emanates from Elena, her own voice deepening into an unearthly resonance. The engine room echoes with the sound of many souls speaking through Elena. In the heart of the restored engine, shadows waltz to the guttural hum as cables twist like serpents in a metallic ballet. Elena stands, eyes glazed, a marionette dancing to the tune of unseen puppeteers. Her voice, a mere echo, whispers the chilling decree. Payment accepted. Flesh for passage. Elena's eyes roll back into her head, and her body begins to twist into unnatural angles. Suspended by an unseen force, Elena rises into the air, her possessed screams filling the room with ancient phrases. A torrent of black, steaming blood erupts from Elena's mouth, defiling the air with its unholy presence. The restored engine sputters to life, shaking the carriage with renewed force. With a groan of metal, the train lurches forward, embarking on its journey. The rhythmic clatter of the wheels against the tracks echoes through the night as the train picks up speed. A figure emerges from the shadows, tall and broad, commanding attention. The narrator whispers the ominous title, "The Devil's Conductor." The cloaked figure remains still, enveloped in the night. Inside the restored engine, the Devil's Conductor looms, a figure of grotesque horror. His face remains forever hidden, a rusted conductor's mask fused to his flesh. The Devil's Conductor stands motionless, a towering figure in the restored engine. In the heart of the restored engine, the Devil's Conductor emerges, a flaming lantern in hand, casting eerie shadows. He holds a rusted chain of human tongues, their surfaces glistening in the dim light. The chain twitches subtly, a macabre symphony of the damned. Inside the restored engine, the Devil's Conductor stands still, his eyes piercing the dim light like obsidian shards. A faint, sulfurous odor fills the air, heightening the tension. The Devil's Conductor breaks the silence with a chilling ultimatum. Tickets or tongues? Ethan attempts to scream, but his jaw locks, trapping him in a silent prison. The conductor lifts his lantern, its light exposing Ethan's face, twisted in silent horror as he is completely immobilized. Ethan's mind is a whirlwind of fragmented images, his worst memory replaying before his eyes. A drunk driving accident. His sister. Ethan stands frozen among the restored engines, the scent of oil and metal heavy in the air. His eyes reflect the horror of a traumatic memory, replaying before him, burned into his soul. Paralyzed by the weight of guilt, Ethan remains trapped within the confines of his mind. The train hurtles through the night, no longer bound by tracks, amidst a blazing void. Desperate faces press against the glass, their eyes filled with pleading and terror. They beg for entry, their reflections distorted by the fiery glow, trapped between worlds. Amid the silent machinery, Nina sits, hands clasped. Her lips move in silent prayer, her expression intense. Her charm glows with fierce intensity, bathing the engine in flickering light. In the dim light, Elena's eyes are distant as she slowly turns toward Nina. Shadows dance around them as Elena speaks, her voice hollow. Only one may leave. Elena's expression hardens as she finishes. That's the deal. One soul for the rest. Nina scans the dimly lit engine room, a sense of unease washing over her as Jess remains conspicuously absent. In the corner, a horrifying sight. Marco, his face streaked with blood from empty eye sockets, rocks back and forth with a disturbing smile. Marco's voice pierces the silence. They see me now. They always saw me. Ethan writhes on the grimy floor, his body seized by violent convulsions. Above him, Elena looms, her eyes burning with an eerie, unnatural light. Her body twists into a grotesque mockery of its former self as the entity within seizes complete command. The restored engine casts an eerie glow, its intricate details emerging from the shadows. The Devil's Conductor looms, his presence both commanding and unsettling in the dim light. The Devil's Conductor breaks the silence. Choose, priestess. Nina screams into the darkness. The charm in Nina's hand suddenly emits a blinding light. The light intensifies, engulfing everything in a brilliant burst. The train rattles violently, threatening to split apart as terrified passengers are thrown off balance. Bodies fly through the air, crashing into walls as chaos erupts. A long crack tears across the ceiling, a chilling omen as screams of the dead pour down like rain. In the engine's depths, Nina sprints desperately through a labyrinth of pipes and machinery. Grasping hands claw at her, narrowly failing as she dodges through the chaos. Shattered glass explodes around her as she bursts into the boiler room, now bathed in an eerie, pulsating firelight. In the dim boiler room, Nina peers into the inky abyss, her face etched with apprehension. A horrifying vision grips her. Nina sees herself consumed by flames, her screams echoing in the confined space. The flickering light dances across the grimy walls, twisting shadows into grotesque shapes that amplify Nina's terror. In the boiler room's oppressive heat, the furnace casts an eerie orange glow upon Nina, revealing the torment within. The smell of ash and despair fills the air as Nina succumbs to the weight of her fate, collapsing to her knees in defeat. Nina's shoulders slump, her head hangs low as she surrenders to the inferno. The boiler room pulses with a symphony of hisses and clanks, its labyrinth of pipes casting ominous shadows that writhe in the dim, flickering light. Emerging from the depths of the steam-filled abyss, the conductor appears, his silhouette framed by the eerie glow, voice resonating with chilling certainty. His words echo through the chamber. "Your stop has arrived." Darkness descends, swallowing the boiler room whole. Silence amplifies the all-encompassing black. The blackness is absolute. Days later, an abandoned station emerges from the desolate landscape, its decay a stark testament to time's relentless march. The hiker halts abruptly, his gaze drawn to a motionless figure sprawled upon the tracks. He advances cautiously, discovering Nina lies unconscious and exposed. The ruins of Black Hollow Station stand as a stark testament to broken dreams. Under the unforgiving sky, Nina stumbles through the wreckage, her face a mask of confusion as her eyes frantically search the horizon. Her voice breaks the silence, a haunting whisper lost in the emptiness. No return, no stops, no mercy. At the desolate Black Hollow Station, the silence screams of forgotten journeys and untold stories. A rusted train ticket lies exposed, a relic of a bygone era. Whispers of yesterday echo in the metallic tang of decay. The sun scorches the deserted platform of Black Hollow Station, where silence reigns supreme. Rust devours the forgotten tracks, a testament to time's relentless march. A faded ticket lies discarded, its secrets etched in a forgotten language. The night settles over the woods near Worm's Tunnel, the silence broken only by a distant whistle. The haunting sound of a whistle echoes through the dark, whispering secrets among the trees. A sense of mystery deepens as the whistle fades, leaving the woods in an even more profound silence. The tranquility of the woods is shattered as screeching wheels cut through the night. The sound echoes through the dense woods near Worm's Tunnel, disrupting the stillness. The night air vibrates with the sudden, jarring noise, signaling an abrupt arrival. The wind whispers secrets through the ancient trees, a sinister promise carried on the breeze. From the darkness, a voice echoes, cold and demanding. Tickets or tongues. The woods stand silent, awaiting a response. In the sterile confines of a hospital room, Nina lies still, her eyes fixed on the ceiling, lost in thought. Pale moonlight casts elongated shadows, deepening the room's solemn atmosphere. A doctor, his expression a mask of professional concern, attentively monitors Nina's condition. Nina startles awake in her hospital bed, her eyes reflecting pure, unadulterated terror. The rhythmic beeping of the heart monitor fills the silence, a stark counterpoint to her inner turmoil. Her voice trembles as Nina whispers, "The train, it's still running." In the sterile hospital room, Nina sits on the bed, her body trembling violently. The doctor watches helplessly, his face etched with concern for Nina. Nina clutches her head, reliving the horrors, her eyes wide with terror. Under the cloak of night, a spectral train echoes the documentary's phantom, hurtling down the iron veins of Black Hollow Railway. Its metallic heart pulses faster, driven towards an abyss where reality dissolves. The train vanishes into Worm's Tunnel, swallowed by darkness. Ghostly figures sit silently within the train, their faces a canvas of agony. The train glides through the night, a vessel carrying silent screams. Each passenger is trapped in a nightmare, their silent suffering filling the carriage. At the front of the train, the devil's conductor looms, a chilling figure against the night. His eyes burn with a malevolent red glow, cutting through the shadows. A cruel smile twists his lips, promising torment. Darkness envelops the forest as a piercing light signals the arrival of a train. Animals flee in terror, their eyes reflecting the train's ominous aura. The earth trembles beneath the train, a metal beast shattering the night's peace. Under the cold hum of fluorescent lights, Nina's screams tear through the sterile quiet of the hospital room. Her eyes, wild with terror, dart frantically around the room, searching for escape. Her voice cracks as she cries out, "The train will never stop." From the dark depths of Worm's tunnel, a train emerges, piercing the night. A mechanical serpent escapes the Earth's embrace, its metallic body gleaming under the dim moonlight. Its relentless forward motion hints at a destination shrouded in mystery. In the dim, flickering light of the train car, long shadows stretch and dance, dust motes swirling in the stagnant air. Ghostly figures shimmer faintly, trapped within the confines of the train, their translucent forms betraying eternal torment. Silent screams freeze on their ethereal faces, a haunting tableau of unending suffering. In the sterile confines of a hospital room, Nina rests in the bed, surrendering to the inevitable. Her breath is faint, her smile serene, as she embraces her destiny. She is now one with the Devil's Express. The abandoned railway stretches into the distance, a haunting reminder of past horrors. Silent and still, the Black Hollow Railway stands as a testament to tragedy. Decaying carriages sit on the tracks, empty and forlorn under the open sky. Under the veil of night, a solitary figure journeys into the heart of the dense woods, where moonlight barely pierces the canopy. An unseen force beckons, drawing the figure towards the distant railway line. The figure presses on, driven by an invisible pull toward the tracks. A lone figure emerges against the night, drawn toward the ominous entrance of Worm's tunnel. Oblivious to the peril that awaits, the figure steps closer to the gaping darkness. The tunnel looms, its secrets guarded as the figure unwittingly ventures into its depths. A lone figure ventures into the mouth of Worm's tunnel. The figure walks into the darkness, their form gradually swallowed by the shadows. The darkness of Worm's tunnel consumes the figure completely. Under the vast, indifferent night sky, the abandoned Black Hollow station looms, a desolate monument to forgotten horrors. Whispers of the Devil's Express echo through the empty platforms, a haunting reminder of the station's dark past. The desolate station stands as a haunting reminder of a time when it was known as the Devil's Express. The woods stand silent, cloaked in the darkness of night. A distant train whistle pierces the stillness, its chilling sound echoing through the trees. The sound fades, leaving only the rustling of leaves in its wake, a haunting reminder of unseen dangers. Under the cloak of night, the Devil's Express embarks on its ceaseless voyage, a harbinger of dread and collector of souls. Each shadow conceals a tale of terror. Every rustle of leaves whispers of souls ensnared by the eternal locomotive. The Devil's Express thunders on, its legend growing with each soul it claims, its terror echoing through the silent woods.